Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Back the Log Off. I'm Professor Icepick, and after a nice 2 weeks off, I'm gonna wrap up the year with my last game of 2022. And if you didn't guess what it is by now, I'll just let you know. It's gonna be the Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. That's right, people, we are finishing the fight. This will also probably be the last Trails game I record in this fashion. So, it's a nice little send-off. But with that being said, let's get started. That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. Book of Ezer, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. Oh, hey, it's Estelle. And there we go, people. We're finally here. The final game of the trilogy. Though, honestly, this is more of a epilogue than a third and final game. I mean, 1 and 2, or first chapter and second chapter, were basically a self-contained story. This is sort of more about world building. You know, setting up for future games in the series. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And, hey, I am technically starting this before Zero comes out in America. Granted, it's literally the night before, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Okay, take a quick look here. Yeah, it's all good. Start. Normal. Oh, hey, Zen. How you doing? Ah, you're new. Afraid I don't recognize you. Yep, there we go, people. Yep. Cross-save returns for the last time. Year 1203 of the Septian calendar, fall, just over half a year since the Liberarch's collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzan province in eastern Erebonia. Was the Rhineford Company's latest display in luxury, the Lusitania. Luxury airship, Lusitania. Oh, hey, it's a horsey. The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky, the third. Ah, so it's like a costume ball, I guess. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending this party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is a most auspicious day. Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company... Gee, I wonder who that is. I wonder who that's supposed to be. Teehee, you don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here.
Oh, that I do! He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days' War, and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Reinford group, and now he's serving on their board of directors. His record makes for a most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper.
My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them.
Now that's a terrifying prospect. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water.
I must say, I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official?
I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, this ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of Arge in the air.
Well, it is Reinford's latest model. One would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world.
It is 120 Arge across, so they're probably right. As far as most of the world knows.
You certainly know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young, practically still a boy. I wonder how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique?
Well, seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself.
If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know. We could even take our chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room.
I would be honored to, fair lady, but only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable location.
And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man. It's pretty obvious who this is, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the party's in full swing now. This chance is as good as any. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship and on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work.
Oh hey, I'm in control. First save of the game. I like it. The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years, but that was all thanks to the Reinford group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they've got no right trying to act big. They need to realize their place. Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she is feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see. Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she isn't faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? And I couldn't agree more there. The air of the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all of my time off in my villa to the south. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll have to be sure to make the most of tonight. I'm sorry, what was that? I said that no mask can hope to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin. or the luster of those fine red lips. Tee, well, aren't you the flatterer? I must say, I'm impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party appear. I'd been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel to my own private army, too. Perhaps I had asked Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them, too. Being a part of the vast Rhineford group, the Conrad Company certainly has the strong backing to support it in working towards greater growth. After all, the Rhineford group is immensely successful. It manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group. There is plenty of entertainment to look forward to this evening. Furlan Ducille's concert will be beginning soon, and at 11 we will be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. I apologize for our boorish presence here at this most elegant occasion. I am afraid it is a necessary evil in order to ensure the safety of our guests. All that I can do is ask for your understanding. Please, pay us no mind. We are merely here so that you might enjoy this party to the fullest. You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky. Oh, absolutely. If my guests are satisfied, then I have done my job. And still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quite the gathering we've got here. That looks like Marquis Ballard, known for his extravagant spending. And this guy's the president of that one big jeweler, Corey's & Co. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. The chefs here ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may be working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. Here on the Lusitania, we will be striving to meet your every need. So please do let us know if there's anything we can do for you. You still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. The national government is more or less a collection of civil servants with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. Who does that upstart chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics from out of the army is pass one unpleasant law after another. I can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time? Pardon me, but you haven't seen my wife around, have you? I keep telling her not to go wandering off without telling me, but she never listens. Hold on. Could this be Madame Frisky's oaf of a man? Today's dish of choice is steamed abalone with cream, made to the highest standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it. I'm certain you'll become a fan. Ooh, can I? That's a negatory, I guess. Madam, What a surprising coincidence to find you here. I wasn't aware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in Barahard buying furs, perchance? Yes, actually. Still, I would very much appreciate if you would keep this a secret from my husband. Oh, I wouldn't dream of telling him. Still, if you really want to ensure that I won't, I could do with a little favor from you. You see, I can't seem to find any furs that meet my standards in the capital. Might you be willing to introduce me to somewhere where I could find some? When it comes to quality, Berhard cannot be beaten. In particular, the fur of the black minks raised in the north is so soft, it's simply divine. Someone certainly cheered up in a hurry. Can I help you? The safety of this party is guaranteed so long as we are here to ensure it. So please, rest easy and enjoy yourself. That Conrad needs to stop getting so full of himself and learn his place, if you ask me. Stop making moves into my territory while he's at it. Changing the subject for a moment, I still can't believe how Prince Oliver chose to make his return to Erebonia. I can't recall anything more surprising that's happened in the capital in recent times. I truly am sick of the gloomy skies of the capital. Can't someone get rid of them and replace them with something a little more cheerful? Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? With some well-aged Steinrose, if you would care for some. I think it would be wise to let her rest for now. It isn't as though tonight's party is the only one on the horizon. Wait, what? What was that?
Huh. Strange. Felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Forget it. I've got work to do. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Time to move.
May I see your invite, sir?
This, you mean?
The masked man swiftly presented his invitation. My apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guests here.
Don't worry about it. I understand.
Found terrible. The treasure chest reveals itself to be a crafty mimic and licks your unsuspecting hand. Better break out the what am I saying?
I have to say I'm impressed. This tea's fragrance is rather pleasant, too. I'm glad to see that the level of service here befits the price we paid to come on board.
These airship things truly are comfortable forms of transport. I'll have to try and travel on them more often in the future. This is the Lusitania's library. I hope you'll enjoy your time relaxing here. I just can't seem to relax on board this ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me. You're talking about when they couldn't use ordnance all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia? I heard that even the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't a clue what caused it all, though. I can't imagine it was anything that serious, at least. There are rumors that the cause was a new weapon developed by Liberal's army, though. That sounds most serious to me. Although it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. And without any official announcements on the matter, all we're left with is hearsay. The ship does have a fine collection of books. I wonder which I should read first. The bookshelf contains chapters of Carnelia. Oh, wow. Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room. Found EP charge. The message. Remember, there's but one truth. Love is eternal. Oh, please excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest. The party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulties finding the way.
Thank you, miss.
Are you taking a walk around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out onto the main deck? I find gazing at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time. Are you an invited guest, perchance? If you are, we would be happy to treat you as an official member of this club. So please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. Oh, hey, a slot machine. I guess the party over in the room at the end of the hall must be in full swing right about now. Just you watch. One day I'll be rich and famous enough to go to fancy schmancy parties too. Shuffle. Shuffle. Oh, hello there. Would you be interested in a quick game? I mean, yes. You played rather well yourself. Well, what do you say to another game? I'm up for another. Well, that was a well-earned victory on your part. It's easy to tell that you're a real veteran when it comes to card games. What would you like to do now, sir? This club is part of the Alicia chain of high-class clubs, which has its main branch in the capital. You'd expect its employees to be trained to the highest caliber, and you would be right. And speaking of the highest caliber, perhaps I ought to sample some of the wine now. I hope you're enjoying yourself. All right, it's time for me to make my wager. I'll put 300,000 Mira on Red 21. A sharp choice. Spending money is all about having fun, you know. Whether you win or lose is a trivial detail.
You need only to focus on enjoying the act of spending. People who obsess over winning above all else are base fools who have no right to be here. Would you care for a game, sir?
Come on, black! It's gotta be black this time! It's been red 5 times now! This next one has to be black, surely!
And it's green.
Please, do enjoy your time here. Still, do not try to get absorbed into your games. Everything is best enjoyed in moderation. So you want me to grow up to become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? If that lets me spend time on neat ships like this, sure. This is so cool.
Listen, son. I spent what little money we have just to get you on the ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight into your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into this world when you're older and make life easy for me.
God, what a dick.
Pie and fresh.
We need to talk. Robbing the ship. Hey, I kind of found an invitation to that costume party that's going on right now. What should I do with it? You idiot! What'd you pick it up for? Those are only for the super rich people in the first classrooms, not the likes of us. But still.
Excuse me, but is this the staircase that leads to the observation deck?
Oh, yes! Yes, it is! Please, go on ahead.
Thanks. Whoops, wrong way. I need to head up the staircase. Oh, might I ask what business you have in this area? If you're looking for the observation deck, you can reach it through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party is being held, however, you will need to head down the stairs. May I help you, sir? Oh no, sorry.
So, this is that new passenger airship model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engines, anyway. I assume they must be a new model, too.
Huh? Could this man be blind?
Oh, Lusitania, why are you so beautiful? I do wish your top speed was a little faster than 1000 APH, but nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1,000 people on board isn't something any other airships can boast. I can think of one. I'm sorry for calling you out here out of nowhere like this, but I so wanted to meet with you. But then you came all the way on the ship just for that? You do know what will happen if my father finds out, don't you? I'm so grateful I was able to see you today like this. Truly I am, but if father were to find out... I know he doesn't approve of me because of my social standing, but I must beg that you let me overstretch myself and act the part of a bigger man today. At least for as long as I have this mask on. Aww. It's a cute little story. Let's see, can I actually, like, go out through this way? Okay, I cannot. Okay, so we can't go this way, so we gotta go this way. Alright, cool. Turbo function works just fine.
Stop right there! This staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry, though. This isn't going to be your lucky day.
What? What are you doing?
Gah! Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either. This'll be cake. I sure wish every job I had was this easy.
The doors are locked. Okay, so we can't go that way.
Wow, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where's he hidden it?
There's a switch of some sort underneath the vase. Press the switch? Not right now. We'll see what else we got here. I'd rather not just, like, immediately jump into the next story sequence, you know? There's a suspicious switch inside the potted plant. Yeah, okay.
Well, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one?
Well, yeah, I already found the other one. It's also it's also a random plant.
Now, where's the next one?
Oh, okay, so there are like multiple of them. There's a switch of some sort behind the desk. Press the switch. Yes.
I doubt that's the last one.
Let's see. The corner of the rug is oddly worn. Stand on it? Yes. Oh, cool.
And here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that...
There's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered.
I wonder.
Orpheus.
I figured as much. Looks like my target this time is one of the toys our friends decided to spread around for fun. The Fool's Locket, huh? A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truth. Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession.
What's going on here? What happened to the two who were on guard here? They were both fast asleep. Seemed like whoever did it used a dart or spray of some kind. You think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us? We better keep him locked inside here until the party's over. We can give our report to Master Conrad after.
What do you think the odds are that he's not acting alone?
Judging by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. And I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We wouldn't want to let anyone slip through our sights.
Did he just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no, I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'd written you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts, but maybe you've got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. You little...
You've got guts, I'll give you that. I've got no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're going to get out of this one in one piece. You're in for such a whirl of pain, you'll wish you'd killed yourself while you had the chance.
Well, doesn't that sound like a fun time? Sadly for you, I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that.
What the? How?
Oh yeah, probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to step back from that door. Like, a lot.
What just happened?
No way. That door was designed to withstand a direct hit from an orbital cannon. Boy, do you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with this one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice.
This is a joke, right? A priest?
Yep, I'm legit and everything too. So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them. for extra cheap as a limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. Ugh. Don't lend an ear to him. Let's do this. I was hoping for more of a, what, you charge people kind of reaction? Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some.
Oh wow, they changed up the Do I actually have any magic that's worthwhile? Oh shit, did it keep my old magic setup? I wonder. Oh shit, yep, it's all here. Okay, that's cool, I like that. Too bad I don't really have much in the terms of attacks, so...
Alright, what's next?
Yep, he's still level 90, people! Got insulating tape ×2.
He's a Grail Knight? I'd heard rumors about them, but damn! And curious as I am, I'm probably better off not asking about what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry, though. I'm only here for your client. So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? You'll still live to see tomorrow. Ugh, what kind of monster? Ugh. Okay, I've got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer, though. She was looking pretty darn fine, and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. Then again, I shouldn't go playing with fire too much, huh?
Yep, it was Kevin all along. Take that.
Still a ways to go.
Wonder what level I was supposed to start at. Now let's make another save, honestly. Man, it's just trippy how different the menu looks here, you know? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, no, this is everything I had before. Oh, hey. You guys.
Still a ways to go.
What's going on here? We're not gonna crash, are we? You wouldn't fall out of the air on me, would you, Lusitania?
Poor guy missed his chance to run away. There's something familiar about him, but, well, I'd best leave him alone.
The door is locked.
Oops, didn't mean to get turned around.
Take that! in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield. Gralsritter! Take that! Take that!
Oh no, my defense is down.
All right, what's next?
Oops, get it together. Oops, get it together, Kevin.
Oh, I guess all the doors are locked now.
Take that! Take that! All right, what's next?
I'm so close to leveling up again. I know that they've been talking about, like, possibly remaking these, and, I mean, I'm not exactly on board with that idea, but I wonder if they would include the third along with the other two games in the series, if they did that. Oh, hey.
There you are! On the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you get any farther! So you really are an active Jaeger Corps, and a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but I couldn't ask you to just, I don't know, step aside? How dare you! What do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed with defeat here, not as long as we suffer. Bah, should have known. Okay then I'll come at you with all I've got.
Good thing I healed up beforehand, huh? Like how he just backed off. Hit a critical and he just ran away.
All right, what's next?
Alright, leveled up. Got smelling salts.
What is all this commotion? We believe there has to be an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that. An intruder? And just what do you think I paid Goodmere to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him! No, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of those guys. Who the hell are you? Wait, a priest? No! Yeah, I figured with something like this in your position, you'd at least have heard of us. How dare you! Give that back! That's mine! Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for themselves. Kill him! Kill him and get back my locket, now!
Oh, God.
Herman Conrad, in accordance with the laws of the church and in the name of Idios, I'm placing you under arrest. You stand charged with the unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact.
Don't you think you can... Don't you think you can get away with this? You might be with the church, but I'm a Rhineford director. If you lay a hand on me...
Oh, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you've got a pretty good idea of just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know? Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies, and you've done a stellar job of that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay?
No. No! Grr!
You just couldn't make this easy for me, could you? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing.
Stop right there! Oh, actual Jaegers.
Aw, you pulled out all the stops just for little old me? Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down.
Silence! You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's going to go this time. And just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you've got nowhere to run.
We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh?
What? What are you talking about?
If this idiot here had been branded a heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member.
What?
What's up with this guy? Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving us any reason to slaughter you in the process.
Ah, he jumps out the fucking window. Like a boss. Ah, yes. I knew it. That was fucking rad as shit. Impossible!
Those Gralsritter are monsters.
That was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. After all, I have only just awoken.
Cry for me 君の声かき込めてる叫んでる僕の名前を
You know, it's funny, this is actually the first vocal song I ever heard from a Trails game, and I just loved it from the get-go, so it's kind of cool to see it in its proper context, honestly. I'm enjoying it. Ah, prologue's still going, bitches! Septian Church, Gralsritter operated special ops airship, Merkaba number 5. See, there's the number 5 on there.
Congratulations on completing your operation, sir.
My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too.
Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I'd had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight.
Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking things... Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously.
I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear, I'll never get how you hard-headed types ended up assigned to a slacker like me.
This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more?
I think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own.
I thought you'd say that. We'd prefer it if you would actually trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pail operation was transport the thing.
You say that as if transporting it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us.
Is something wrong?
Oh, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow. Or today now, I guess.
Got it.
Where's it from?
Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Cellmate.
Oh, you are kidding me! Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through.
All right. Wonder what his commander looks like. Oh no, she's hot! Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details.
It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut ties with... There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with them a long time ago.
I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I can't grant you one right now.
And here we go.
Is something the matter?
Oh, I'm just dandy. Please, continue.
Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me.
Regarding a heretic, I assume?
Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Gralsritter Cathedral.
Gralsritter? You think this object may somehow be related to the Oriole?
It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this?
All right. That said, we've already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberal on my own.
That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you?
Wait a minute! Wait just 1 minute! You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this!
Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success.
Glop!
You're like... Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you.
And I was so not down! I can't believe this! She never changes, I swear! Oh, if all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life!
Oh, Carnelia? I always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world.
If anything, I'd say a book that well just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing.
I think we should probably refrain from commenting here.
Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about.
Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere.
You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess.
Got it. Oh, it looks like the sun started coming up. That's no sun. Oh wait, no, it is the sun. Prologue, the Gralsritter. Title card. Same day, afternoon. Same day. In the skies of Midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 Selga from Liberal. Oh my god, yes! International airliner, Gretna. Oh look, it's my favorite NPC! Oh god, it's my favorite NPC in the whole wide world. Oh Dorothy, you're the greatest. Aw, they've gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with this ship, though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as Zig. But they were just the cutest.
Well, look who it is. Well, look who it is.
I know you.
It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh?
It really is. It's good to see you again, too, Father...
You don't remember my name, do you?
Don't be silly. Of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham.
But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy! You really did forget, didn't you? And yet you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing.
I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the eastern quarter of Calvard, so I still got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name.
Well, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then?
I do insist. I'd never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham.
But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might have been an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name!
Oh God, I love Dorothy so much. I'm glad she's back already. Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened earlier in the year?
That's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberal News?
Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too.
Wow, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow.
Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of Bowes Market, but I managed just fine.
Wait a second. Niall told you to go to Bowes? Not Calvard?
He sure did, but then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvard's capital. Weird, huh?
Sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So you were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage? Or, Idios help us, a passport?
Well, unfortunately, there was someone. Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped while I was there. So I had all the dough a Goyle could ask for.
I don't even know where to start. Now I must be worried sick about you, huh?
You think? You didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens.
I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy.
Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. We'll be arriving at our terminal, Gralsritter City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight.
Whew, sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna have a walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you?
I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this.
Sounds like a plan. Well, see you later, then.
Later.
I'm already enjoying this. Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will be arriving soon in Gralsritter City. So it might be wise to check you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that is missing. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this?
No, I'm not budging on this. We're going to Erebor Royal Villa after Gralsritter Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing of all things.
Well, fishing is pretty awesome, honestly, so... I'm not really good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything. I'm just really not very good with them. Phew, that was one amazing business discussion. I never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand in one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises. That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me, too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that. 7-3.
I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either.
Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I? No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyways, so just be quiet.
We're finally back home in Liberal, which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like?
The two of us have spent the past half year traveling all around the continent. I couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with.
My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but... if I'd known it was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago.
Whee! Being out here feels amazing. Daddy, can you ask the nice man for some candy? I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair.
Why do you want to know what I wanted to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know?
I'm onto you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions.
She sure is making good use of those reporter's privileges.
By the way, my dream was to become a phantom thief. Isn't that cool?
No prizes for guessing what kind of books she must have read as a kid.
Who knew you'd be so persistent? How can I get out of this? I can't tell her a tough guy like me who used to want to be a pastry chef. We're approaching the Began range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. The Began range is part of the border between Liberl and Calvard. As soon as we're over that, it'll barely be any time before we're in Gransel. Heading west-northwest. Yahoo! Alright, the orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry, I'm going to have to ask you not to come down here, sir. I like how all of the airships have like the same layout.
My dad's so annoying. I'm 16, you know. I'm old enough to do whatever the hell I want without him butting into my business.
No, I'm not, but okay, yeah, no. I already saw that. Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more, like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Zeiss. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm gonna really have to make the most of it. Really.
The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of us. They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry.
I'm off to see my grandchild in Gransel. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. And I've been really worried, what with all the trouble that's been happening in Liberl.
Yes, I'm finally almost in Liberl. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Linden. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Linden to see if he knows anything. This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Gransel City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing.
Like how the international ship actually looks kind of small. Oh wait, is that the R style? Hey wait, I didn't see some of these people on the ship. You cheated! Some of these character models are different.
Ah, it's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl.
You wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year looking at Gransel now, either. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country.
Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity.
I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick.
Your home's in Ontario, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff?
Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there.
Oh, really? Huh. So where are you from, then?
Dorothy?
Oh, Niall! I'm home. Did you miss me?
Did I miss you? Of course I missed you! What in Ardios' name have you been doing? I sent you to Bose! How did you end up in Calvard? You were definitely on the westbound liner, I'm sure of it!
I really don't know. Oh, wait. I might actually know.
Go on, then! Spit it out!
I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be part of some elaborate murder plot. Wowie! All of a sudden, I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel.
Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot! I'm all out of breath now.
Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Oh right, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday! I bought a cake over in Calvard and had a big celebration for it too.
How is it that you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you?
You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show you them all later.
You brought me pictures of a cake? At least bring a souvenir! Man, they always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it, but they're even more of a crack up now. Wait a second. Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though maybe you're not so happy about that. What are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there too. Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you have to put up with.
Pshaw, you're too much of a worrywart.
Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberal? Something else happen here? No, just a bit of work-related business I've got to take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest's gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so where are you staying for the time being? Gralsritter Cathedral? I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance. Go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks.
You betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvard, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything.
I'm not talking about your gourmet report.
I love these two so much. Oh, God.
Whew. Seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to.
Is that you, Father Graham?
Lieutenant Colonel Sid!
It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet.
The same to you, sir. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia.
It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, and so unfortunately, you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place.
There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me that you're going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you?
I shouldn't be so surprised that your people have such a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. I wouldn't want to take any of it away from him.
Poor Cassius is still getting worked to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business. It's in Gralsritter Cathedral, right?
That's correct. It's being kept underneath it, to be more specific. Although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission.
Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there.
All right, then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral.
Huh? Who?
Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be apprising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. Honestly, if they're reusing so many settings in this game, it would be kind of a waste if they didn't do all 3 games if they remade this. But frankly, I'd just be happy with a re-release, honestly. God, this all takes me back to 2 weeks ago when I was playing the last one of these. It's still so nostalgic though, you know?
Ah, there you are.
Oh, it's you again.
It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. Huh? And you must be...
I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you?
What? 22, but...
That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Gralsritter really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important posts to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder?
How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try to be a little less deliberately provocative.
Oh, it's Tita's mom.
What?
Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot.
Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? Then are you...
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon.
It's Tita's mom, and she's got it going on. Tita's...
Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back?
What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did.
Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh?
Talk about an understatement! That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger.
Oh, she's a protective mother.
That's fair.
And as if that isn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 arga of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her.
So, you don't like Agate, huh?
Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Oh, when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we?
I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into.
I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place.
Oh, I see.
Are you two listening to me?
Of course. Sorry.
Well, whatever. This staircase sure is long, though. How much further do we have to go?
Not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. A dead end?
I hope you've got a good explanation for this.
I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any further, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me.
Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy?
Something like that, yes. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion.
I'm not sure I follow.
You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right?
That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone All I want you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I need you to say it. I just need you to think and believe it.
Weird, but all right. If that's all you want us to do, so be it.
I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds, then?
You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. All right, here it goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space's golden glow, consciousness silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament.
Huh? What?
How did that door appear?
Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word.
Ah, I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right?
And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all of this works.
Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in.
She hates agate. God. Primal ground.
Wow.
Unbelievable. All these years I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Gralsritter Cathedral.
Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and royal family. It has but one purpose, to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check.
I see.
Its importance to you Gralsritter is quite clear then. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberal too.
Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground.
Now there's a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell, Saul.
I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to he might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcel, you know.
Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right?
That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberal Ark sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Look at them pink seagulls. Where the Liberal Ark sank. Okay, that's great.
Damn, sun going down already, huh? This spot turns out to be a bust. We're probably gonna have to call it quits for today.
We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area we should be looking?
Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half.
Is it likely to be small, though? The orbital reading suggested we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe.
Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those.
Ah, Professor.
Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location?
Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child.
Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high.
Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel?
Is this the spot, then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is?
Give or take an Arga, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reggae, maybe even less.
You serious? Thought we'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine.
Yeah.
Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic.
Unfortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really cannot stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess-given right to have it. It ticks me off.
Easy there. We don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet.
Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest to you, Gustav.
You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah?
I love how these are all like nested cutscenes. Like so much new music here already. Like that was one thing that pissed me off in SC was just.
Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Beginning the salvage operation.
Yeah, no, it took forever to get to some of the new music in SC, but like here we've got like several tracks right off the bat.
Gah, that sound just fills me with dread.
Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you?
Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see? We can't explain how they have the powers they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless.
I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here, or what it signified.
Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course.
The crane arms reach the bottom of the lake, and I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 Rigid to the right. Rigid to the right.
Haha, there we go.
Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up?
Please do.
The moment of truth, huh? Man, I forgot that all the Russells are German. Sorry about that.
Here we go.
What?
Oh my.
I see. Still, looking at it.
Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
No, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them, and doesn't need to be given to the church. That it?
You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then.
The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here?
This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberal wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right?
If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. And I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army.
The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of ZCF salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it, personally.
From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be of any use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at a site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, I don't know, 1,000 years? As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So as long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it!
I think you've made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything.
True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. Now it's up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you?
Well...
That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil.
Oh hey, it's our new party member.
Huh?
Who is she?
No way.
It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezer, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Ries Argent, and I'm a squire of the Gralsritter. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Gralsritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they?
Wait, is Russell a lesbian? I thought she was married.
But I'm not going to go down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe!
Tita, isn't that...
That's Tita, isn't it?
How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others.
God.
Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down because I've got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all, like a little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. Ugh, if I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying! Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady's Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman's Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously, though, Father Graham? Really?
Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact, then? Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We'll be taking over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Veta!
What? Hold on a minute. We hadn't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It's potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean...
Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on, then. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church quite clearly says that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is, I don't need a reason, it's mine and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means.
Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help Liberal's given us, I'd feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason.
Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one.
You, do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa.
What is it?
Why do you both look so surprised?
What do you mean, why?
Did the two of you not hear that? Hear what? Veta. Oh.
Wow!
Oh, no way! That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero! Zip! Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our dispute.
It sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? I've never seen one quite like it. It looks like a box of some kind. Or a cube, maybe.
It's the puzzle box from Hellraiser.
Oh.
I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation.
Okay, Ries, I guess you're my new party member. Let's check your stats.
Whew, I thought we were never gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit.
That's a kind way of putting it.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and chats,
Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her.
I thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition.
Annalise?
Oh, sorry. She's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer. About your age, I think.
Oh.
Ries?
Yes?
You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you?
Father Graham.
Yes?
5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Ries Argent standing before you is a squire of the Gralsritter. not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and to protect you, nothing more.
Come on, Ries.
You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be here serving you.
Huh.
And with that talk out of the way, we need to board that last international liner out of Gralsritter, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port.
Wait a sec. Was that your...
It was a figment of your imagination.
Huh?
You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the ocean. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest.
Don't even try and tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you'd changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Ries I remember.
This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability.
Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach because something you have to... Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever gonna be the girl who is always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me.
I'll be going on ahead.
Oh god, she's blushing.
Hey, wait a sec.
You're in my way. Please move.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all.
You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies.
Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with the Father Graham? Or even Father, for that matter?
For what reason?
I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant. But there's no way I can get used to it. Like, ever. It weirds me out. So, please, call me Kevin, same as you always did.
What if I refuse?
Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to.
You certainly would.
Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now.
The one left me.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superiors, so...
Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction.
You're so selfish, Kevin.
There we go, that's what I wanted.
But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something you can eat.
I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left.
I didn't know you were that hungry.
I like this one. I like Ries a lot now.
I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were a freak of nature.
This is just another example of Idios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away.
Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart, but that much? Hope you're not spending your entire salary on food.
I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I.
Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, well, I'll give you that my getup is right up there. Still, while I'll give you that my getup is right up the top of the suspicious charts, I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers.
Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait.
Yes, ma'am!
Is something...
Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer.
Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right?
I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people.
Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however.
Yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're going to have to skip today's last airship out of here.
Do you know of a good place to strike?
Oh, I do. I know the perfect place.
It's a little boy. I think. Or is it Gilbert? Oh my god, is it Gilbert?
Where did they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it.
It was you, huh?
What? How? How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection.
You're just like I remember you. Still way too sure of yourself.
Who might he be?
Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as you can get, though.
Ah, I see. He does look the part.
How dare you! I'll have you know I'm very much on the up! And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part?
You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried.
Oh, damn!
You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too.
What?
You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second.
I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore.
Jesus Christ, Ries, calm down. You've already killed him. You? Cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Oh, What the fuck is that thing?
A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh?
Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it.
Gotcha!
Impossible! What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit!
It's a weapon used by the Gralsritter called a Templar sword. The blade's made of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Anyway, it's time those lips started flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grand Cell? How much of your business do you know? How much of our business do you know?
Why should I have to answer your...
You don't know when to give up. Start talking. Now.
FYI, she's not in a good mood. And, you don't want to make her any madder.
It looks like I've only got one option. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you two, so I decided to follow you, I swear. Oh, God, he's doing the Dr. Wily pose. I love it.
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye, in a sense.
That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here? That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right?
No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't aboard... I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this! Oh my god, Gilbert is... Holy shit.
What the?
He has an archaism?
Haha! Not so irrelevant now, am I? Show them what you can do, G Apache! Mow them down! Oh wow, she's high level too, but she doesn't have a freaking... Let's see, what do you got for me? Ah, no multiple strikes, huh? Alright. Yep, okay, she does. Good. Aye! What, is she supposed to be Irish or something? Aye. Just like, aye. She doesn't have any actual voice acting. I love that. Ow. Just like, ow.
Can't we all just get along? Come on, let's shake on it. This is what you get. Just go away. I'm in the lead. You little. That's what you get. Wait, let's talk this over.
You feel yourself losing the will to live. I love it. Oh god. Okay. I just like I constantly. Okay. I like how she has enough energy to do something, but she... Okay, let's see what her crafts are. Okay, so we got Arc Fencer and... Oh, cool.
Still a ways to go.
Oh, wow, she's also level 90. But I'm level 91. No! No! Curse you! Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that?
You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm impressed, Ries. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing.
Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister.
Still, I'm no different.
Kevin,
Anyway, I'd wager you're out of tricks now. So, you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that.
You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army?
That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you.
Eek!
Ugh.
again?
What was that?
This thing again. It starts glowing so randomly.
Maybe it's reacting to something. What is that thing? What are you planning on doing?
Nothing to you. Don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing?
Haha, so the time to begin is finally upon us. Oh, wait. Haha. So the time to begin is finally upon us.
Huh? What?
When did you... It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
Kevin!
Thus my lord was revived, and the door to Gehenna was opened. Come forth, offerings! Come forth, lost souls! Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames!
What happened? Why did I... Where am I? Hey, Ries! Ries, are you okay? What's going on?
Kevin? Where are we?
Phew, I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain?
I feel sick.
You do?
My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought.
Sure, I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on! Is that really what you should be thinking about right now?
There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than... There's nothing in this world more There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, and then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then...
Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us.
Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What?
Oh, whoa! We're in like we're in outer space. I love it. God. The Hermit's Garden. This looks pretty rad, honestly.
Yeah. So much for this being an easy assignment.
That's where the prologue ends? Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we're obviously starting chapter 1 tonight, but still, that's some bullshit here. Okay, so I guess I get to, like, actually... Man, I really should have saved more often, but I didn't, so... Okay, so I guess some thoughts. So as far as I can tell, this is actually the shortest game in the trilogy by a wide margin. I know that FC and SC were supposed to be one game. This one, I'm not so sure about. I doubt it, though. And in fact, I'm not even sure if this was even in the original plan. I think this might have just been sort of a, a spin-off title that they just decided to make to sort of start world building after the fact. Another interesting thing is that the 4th and 5th games, the crossbow games, also apparently weren't planned. And they were originally just going to go straight into Cold Steel after this. But they didn't. I kind of wonder what they would have looked like if they had ended up being in that style, though. Could have been interesting. Anyway, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get on to Chapter 1. Because I'm not even... Chapter 1. Fantastic. Straight into the title card, eh? Okay. Fair enough. God, I'm not even 2 hours into this recording. Again, can I just say how I appreciate how much like new music is?
Ignorant cults. The kin of Vegarna. The Cosmographica. Oh, here's the Azure fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some out-of-this-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Whoa! Is this a copy of Isthmian Tales? What's a banned book doing here? These guys over at the congregation... The guys over at the congregation for the sacraments would flip their lid if they saw this thing.
And there aren't just old and rare books either. I found one that was published this year.
No way! What's it called?
It's called Liberalian Cuisine, published by the Liberal News Service.
That can't be real. What's that doing here mixed in with all the other stuff? You sure you aren't pulling my leg?
Your guess is as good as mine. The photographs of food in it look delicious, however.
Oh, I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for the LNS, and she's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, don't know how I forgot, but weren't you hungry?
I was, but I finished eating while you were busy looking at the books here. I did save some for you, of course.
Ries handed over a smidgen of her egg salad sandwich.
How fast did you eat? Wait, we bought that poor store's entire bread supply, and this is all that's left?
They were perfectly baked, too. The flour used was clearly of high quality, but bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like Liberal.
Well, I can't deny the country's got some great grub to try all around. Let's get off the subject of food already.
I know. There's something truly odd about this place. We should have a thorough look around.
Yeah. Oh, come to think of it.
It's completely stopped glowing now.
Might as well be inactive again. I doubt it was a coincidence that it started glowing just as we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure.
Give it to me, Kevin. I'll look after it.
Huh? Why?
Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger on your person. I should be the one to keep it.
Wait a minute, Ries.
Give it to me.
Look. First, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who added up till this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off me and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it doesn't make a damn bit of difference.
But still...
Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your superior, would you?
All right, then. But if we find out for sure that it really is dangerous, promise me you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to.
All right, promise. Anyway, you up for some exploring? I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out.
Fine by me.
We have a party again. Oh, cool. And the, Okay, so we're in the Hermit's Garden. There are a number of rare and valuable books there. For some reason, a copy of Liberalian Cuisine also sits among them. This is honestly pretty cool. If I'm gonna be real with you, I kind of think that this is awesome already. Game, you have already started winning me over.
Huh? What's that? Well, this is foreboding. Doesn't look to be a relic of the ancient Sumerian civilization, though.
I agree. As far as I can tell, it's not any kind of device. Simply a stone monument.
What the hell is my phone just like randomly picking up my voice now?
Oh? There's something written near the bottom.
Huh? So there is. Let's see. The Hermit's Garden. Huh?
What is this supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. It could be a message, or maybe even... Actually, let me look it over some more before I say anything. Nope, can't find any hidden switches or the like anywhere. You were right, it really is just a stone monument.
Shall we try destroying it and see if anything happens then?
I get first hit! Wait, no way! Just because we've established it isn't any kind of device doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing it to bits.
Don't worry, I was just joking.
You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until after we've explored all of our, more reasonable ones. I say we should go and look around somewhere else.
Okay. Oh.
As far out as the eye can see.
Just where are we?
Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo anyway.
Yeah.
That looks like a new area. Okay, let's... It's the Rhoda tree! Nah, I'm kidding. No one's going to understand that reference anyway.
What's a huge tree doing here? There's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either.
As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately.
Figures we wouldn't get that lucky. Come to think of it, though, you were always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is?
I wish I did, but no. At the very least, it isn't one that grows on the western side of the continent. Did you work something out?
Maybe, maybe not. We should try looking somewhere else now.
Oh, right. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe it has sweet sap inside like maple trees. May I cut into the trunk a bit to see?
No, you cannot.
Her entire personality is based on, like, being hungry. I love it. Ries has already begun winning me over. Okay, you guys are not like in Estelle and Joshua, but you guys are okay. If Lloyd and crew can keep up with your standard, then I should be fine getting through Zero and Azure. Okay, that looks like an event trigger, so we're gonna go over here.
Well, this is nice. Looks like some kind of rest area or something. But why? What's it doing here?
Well, resting is important. I'd love to sit and enjoy a relaxing lunch here.
Well, I'll give you that it might be kind of nice. Although personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit and fish here. If there were any fish to be fished.
Really? I didn't know you still liked fishing.
Sure, can't say I've gotten any better at it, but a hobby's a hobby. Also, I'm a Trails protagonist. We all love fishing, you stupid bitch. I was surprised at how many fishing fanatics there are over in Liberal. There's a guild in Gralsritter that's really hardcore into it, and one girl I ran into would give most pros a run for their money.
Oh.
Huh? Something wrong?
It's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame there are no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us at least.
Yeah. Alright, let's go check somewhere else.
I like how it's literally just like a table. Alright, let's go check out the obvious ominous glowing thing.
What's this?
I'm not sure. I'll take a closer look.
Found lunar seal. Obtained. Whoa. Hello.
Huh? Who dumped all this sepith on the ground? Well, whatever. Don't think anyone will complain if we take it. Don't tell me you're feeling disappointed it wasn't food.
You're incredible. I didn't know you knew how to read people's minds with your thaumaturgy. Was that part of your Dominion training?
Sure wasn't. All I needed was to know you.
God. I'm sorry it wasn't food. Bitch is just hungry all the time, and I love it. Okay, so let's equip this lunar... Okay, I kind of like this... Okay, this is okay, but, like... That right there is pretty boss. Alright, let's see. Strength up, CP recovery up. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do that, then. The plum edge. The plum edge, I love it. Cube. It looks like she's not very well versed in magic, so I guess she's supposed to be my melee type character, which I'm fine with.
Well, we've investigated the whole area now. We didn't find anything that would give us any idea as to where we are.
Maybe not specifically. I think I may have an idea of what kind of place this is, though.
Really?
It's a place both within Liberal and not at the same time. Like a separate dimension of sorts.
Can you elaborate?
Well, you see, during all the trouble with the Oriole...
Kevin explained about the altered spaces hidden within the tetracyclic type. Kevin explained about the altered spaces hidden within the tetracyclic towers, intended to seal the Oriole away.
Wow. So you think the place we're in may be similar?
I can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. There are a few cracks in my theory, unfortunately.
Oh, I think I understand what you mean. The Liberalian cuisine book we found earlier is one, right?
Exactly. If we assume this is some kind of enclosed space sealed away with the Oriole all those years ago, how did a book that was only published this year get in here? All the other unusual books are from after the Great Collapse too, which means...
Someone else has been going in and out of here within the past year? Could it be that man in black we met at the port?
Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't peg him as the kind of guy who'd want to read about Liberalian cuisine, though.
That's very true.
Either way, I think we can say for sure now that this situation we're in, it was planned out by someone. Possibly before that cube even came into our possession.
You really think so? But if that really is the case, what should we do now?
There's the million mirror question. We don't have much to work with here. Just a big open area with no way out.
Oh?
This again?
Huh?
Ugh!
That sounded like something broke.
Yeah, but what? Crap!
Kevin took his battle orbment out of his pocket. He then noticed all of the quartz in it were No! Seeing this, Ries took out her own battle orbment.
Mine is the same way.
Ugh, even my spare quartz are ruined. Just what is going on here? What?
Come on, don't take away my magic. That's bullshit, game, and you know it. I'm at level 90. You can let me keep my magic. Okay, it looks like we've got a teleporter pad now, so that's something. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so barrier.
What just happened?
I don't know. I'd wager it was this cube's doing. Guess we can add altering this area to its list of quirks along with wrecking our quartz.
Are you sure it's a good idea to keep it on you?
Honestly, I get the feeling we'd be shit out of luck without it. At least now we've got some new stuff to investigate that could lead us in the right direction. We should go and check all the places that have changed.
All right.
So, oh, fuck you. From the broken fuck you! Fuck you, game. That's not cool.
I could understand if it were an artifact or an orbment, but how did a lump of stone start glowing like this? It's like magic.
Now there's an apt enough description if I've ever heard one. The only thing I can add to that is that the laws of the world as we know them don't seem to apply to it.
Raise.
Huh?
That was a voice, wasn't it?
Raise the cube before the monument.
Who's there? Who are you?
Please. What are we going to do?
Ugh. To hell with it. Not like we got any better options.
Visitors from afar.
This again.
This voice is different, though. Welcome. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you power.
Huh?
Name your currency, so that we may transact within the system that you know.
But wait a second. What do you mean by currency?
Maybe it's going to sell us things in exchange for Mira?
Oh, I getcha.
Understood. Then I shall grant you the power in exchange for that currency.
Hey, wait a second. I put him up to the third. That's bullshit and you know it. Okay, well, let's see. God damn. Alright, let's see. Weapons, Oh. Yeah, I don't have any mirror right now, do I?
Release my brethren, then we shall grant you good fortune. What do you think that was about?
How would I know? Bizarre as it is to say, we should be able to buy things from Mira and use Sepith to synthesize quartz here. Pretty useful if nothing else.
We do still have the Sepith that was left over when our quartz were shattered. Perhaps we should use those to synthesize some new ones?
Sounds like a plan to me. We can stand on our own 2 feet just fine, but we're gonna need recovery arts if we ever find ourselves in a jam.
Alright, so time quartz only. We're gonna give him action. HP. Mind, I guess. You can have defense. Cast. EP1 and give you hit. so Mirage only. Okay, we don't have any Mirages left. Okay, HP, attack, move, EP. Okay, and all right, let's go over to the tree. I guess worst case scenario, I kind of want to get back to get out of here, I guess.
Holy Stregas! Now this is something!
It really is. It's as if petals of pure light are floating through the air around us.
I welcome you, dear guests. Was that?
Did the tree just talk to us?
In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you the blessings of the earth. However, my power is not without its limits. I require compensation in exchange for its use.
Buying greed. Okay, so we still don't have any money, so cool though.
When my master's power returns, the variety of blessings I offer shall increase. May the blessings of the earth be upon you. Man, if someone told me a tree just chatted them up and offered to sell them ingredients, I'd tell them they've had one too many drinks. Ries? Something up?
That great tree took root near to a seven-colored spring, and there it granted blessings and joy. An excerpt from the book of Genesis, verse 7, the primal ground. O hallowed Idios, thank you for the divine protection and mercy you have bestowed upon us.
Well, aren't you just tickled pink? I'm not sure this tree has anything to do with the goddess, though.
I disagree. Even the testaments of the goddess say that all roads lead to food. Food is the fundamental basis of everything.
That's not in any testament I've ever laid eyes on.
And that said, let me give you this.
Ries handed a recipe book to Kevin.
Huh? Why are you giving this to me?
Because you are remarkably impious for a knight of the church. You should work on becoming more devout through cooking in her name.
That doesn't even make sense! Besides, can't you just do the cooking yourself?
But you've always been better at it than me. I'm sure it's the wish of the ingredients to be used by the best chef possible.
But still...
Please?
Ugh. I'm too soft for my own good sometimes. Well, fine, but you have to help me. Deal? Also, the second I catch you snacking on something while we're making it, I'm done.
I know.
Alright, well, let's see. Nothing there yet. Okay, well, let's go over to the spring then.
The bottom of the water's glowing?
It's beautiful. Welcome, visitors from afar.
Again?
That sounded like it came from the spring. Visitors from afar, quench your thirst. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you vitality.
Drink. CP was restored to maximum.
When my radiance is restored, I shall grant you vitality once more. When you have fought several battles, return to me.
I've never had water that actually energized me like that before. How's this even possible?
I don't know, but I feel full of life as well. It looks like the water here only has that effect when it's shining, though.
Yeah. Well, with all the energy we've got now, I don't think there's much more we can get from here. We should check back later if we're ever feeling tired.
Right.
Okay, so let's go to the Oh, that's not it. My bad. Yep.
You don't think that could be the exit, do you?
If anything, I'd say it's more like an entrance. A monument that sells us items, a tree that sells us ingredients, a spring that restores our vitality. It's like everything in here is designed to help us prepare for something dangerous. Or am I reading into it?
No, I don't think you are. So what should we do? Should we try stepping on it?
I don't have any better ideas at this point, although it might be better if you stayed behind here. Never mind, ma'am. We'll go together. It's not like there's any guarantee you'd be safe here, actually.
Of course we will. But first I should give you this.
Handed Kevin his Gralsritter notebook.
Huh? What are you doing with this?
I was asked to give it to you by Commander Selnot. In her words, Kevin's reports lately have been far too vague for my liking. I'll bet he's not even taking notes while he's out on the job. Give him this so he's got no more excuses to slack off.
Bah! She figured it out, huh? Hold on. How are you close enough for her to ask you this kind of favor?
She was the one who taught me how to use my Templar sword. I respect her deeply.
No joke? I had no idea. I bet you kept that from me on purpose. Can't say I'm surprised. If I'd known, I sure as hell wouldn't have let Ries.
Kevin?
Sorry, just spacing out. Their next destination's that circle. But if you have anything else you want to do first, speak up now. There's no telling what's waiting for us after we step on it.
Understood.
Alright, well, let's go then. Oh, it's a dungeon. Cool.
Check this out.
It looks like that really was an entrance of sorts.
Jade Corridor.
We still seem to be in the same bizarre enclosed space as before. We've got quite a long road ahead of us, don't we?
We sure do. Kevin!
Monsters!
How did they just appear out of nowhere?
Okay, so they're weak to this sort of stuff. Interesting. So we've added new weakness cycles, huh? Just like Let's see, does he have something? Oh, he does. Okay, cool. So
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Well, at least I'm getting a metric fuck ton of experience from that. Still not enough to level her up, though.
How can this be?
I know exactly what you mean. There are a whole lot of monster types in our world, but that's my first time seeing anything like that. This is like being in a totally different realm.
And the monsters weren't even the strangest part.
Tell me about it. The elements against them weren't your usual affair either.
Exactly. The three elements of space, mirage, and time were in effect during that battle too. Not just the traditional four elements.
Very observant, rookie. Didn't think you'd notice to that extent. This points to yet another clue that we're a long ways from home. I mean, you'll find a boatload of monsters that are weak to fire in Zemuria, but you're not going to find any that are weak to mirage. You know how it is.
Indeed I do. Spiritually, the world in which we live is a relative Spiritually, the world in which we live in is a relatively low plane of existence. To quote the Testaments, our world and the world of the goddess will forever be separate. She simply drops pebbles from above, known as miracles.
Quoting word for word, though hey, I guess those are the basic principles. We just keep running into surprises. Space-time and Mirage? All here? Should be impossible.
What about those monsters themselves?
Honestly, they were less monsters and more fiends. Creatures that shouldn't even be allowed to exist in our world. Yet they somehow do without any problems here. And I doubt those are the only ones.
Are we going to be alright in here?
Hopefully. They were tough, but not so tough we can't handle them if we're together. It's not like there's anything else for us to do back in that base area. Let's keep walking and see what we find, I say. It might be worth going back briefly to check our orbment setups, though, seeing as we've got more elements to account for now.
True. Oh, Kevin, let me give you this.
Ries handed Kevin the monster guide.
What's this for?
It's called the Monster Guide. It was designed to record data on monsters, their habits, their weaknesses, and the like. I think it would be wise for us to note anything and everything we come across here. Although I suppose Fiend Guide would be more appropriate here.
Haha, you're telling me? You sure I can't just store all this info up in the old noggin, though? I'm already putting enough stuff into the Gralsritter notebook as it is. My hands are gonna go numb at this rate.
You complain way too much, Kevin. You're a knight. Do your job.
Ugh, yes, ma'am. No time like the present, I guess. Scribble, scribble. There, happy?
Well, at least I got that recipe in. Okay, the regular battle theme's up. Well, at least she leveled up. That's something. Found Tear Bomb. I'm here because they ran out of jokes. Well, considering how early in the game this is, that's pretty sad, actually. Just like, It's like they didn't even give her full voice acting yet. It's great. And good riddance.
Pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
And Kevin is leveled up now. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's we're gonna go well beyond 100 at this rate, aren't we? Okay, so that looks like the way forward. Wow, the dungeon design has really kind of evolved here, hasn't it? Duh, duh. It's like duh, 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 duh. Ah. Bam. Hey. Bam.
All right, what's next?
Found information. Did you know? It's true that Zin's name was once written as Zane, but another name change considered was Olivier's. The original suggestion was Oliver. This just is glad that request never went through. Oh, well that is an interesting bit of trivia, actually. I appreciate that. Okay, so Up and over, down and around. Ooh. It's like Wait, did it run away? Bam! Hey!
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Okay, well, she caught up again. That's good. Alright, let's see. Ah, come on. Nope.
I hold in my hand the chalice of the light, act as our shield.
It's like, I.
I've worked up an appetite.
Grow another personality trait. Nah, I'm kidding. I actually am still enjoying this one. Save 300 Mira. A chest! A chest! My kingdom for a chest! Okay, so... Okay, so that appears to be the way forward. Looks like I got everything here, so let's move on. Just imagine if this game is like mostly a okay, so I need to clearly do... Ah, crap. Okay, and art, and ascension, and... Hey! Just like, hey!
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Huh? What's this?
It's really pretty. It looks like a kind of... It looks kind of like a cube of septium, but I don't know what... But I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe we should touch it and see what happens.
Found stealing stone.
Does it seem harmful?
Nope, seems safe to me. Wish I knew what it was, though. The light coming off it so warm. The kind of slow rhythmic glowing from it reminds me of a beating heart in a way.
Was that...
There's our cube again.
Visitor from afar. You who possess the cube. It's that voice from earlier.
Just who are you? Where are you talking to us from?
Raise that sealing stone before the monument in the garden. Then the barrier and the imprisoned shall...
Ugh, I can barely work out what it's trying to say. All I can get is that we have to take this thing to the monument.
I will unlock another power cube. Make use of it.
The cube's warp function... The cube's warp functionality is now... Wait! You're giving me warp in a Trails game? To use it, click the icon on the top right corner of the screen. Then select the location you wish to warp to.
What the?
Beware the malevolent one. Gather strength, or you too will be forever...
Don't even ask. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird dream that just gets freakier by the minute.
I have those all the time.
I don't sense anything bad coming from the voice, at least. More like it's trying to guide us forward.
True, it does. You don't think the cube has a will of its own and that it's the thing that talking to us, do you?
I doubt it. Kept talking about the cube as if it were a separate object. My hunch is that the source of the voice is someone else. And then there's that malevolent one it was bringing up too. I could see that being that man in black we saw when we were thrown in here, but could very easily be someone else.
All of this is starting to make my head hurt.
Join the club. Well, let's try and take things one step at a time, okay? And on that note, the best place to start is probably giving the cube's new power a shot.
You're serious?
Serious as can be. There aren't many artifacts that have the power of teleportation, you know. And in the situation we're stuck in, we need to use everything we've got at our disposal.
All right. Be sure you're careful when using it.
I will.
Okay, let's see. So, is there a... okay, no. That's not it. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay, cool. So, alright, so right stick is how we use that on the controller. Alright, good to know.
Oh.
Alright, that actually worked. Now I've got a quick way to get back here to safety if we run into danger.
That does sound useful. I still can't bring myself to put much trust in that cube, however.
Oh, I'm not planning to lower my guard around the thing either. I'll keep using it with caution, so don't worry. Anyway, next up's this little guy.
That ceiling stone? That voice made it sound like something would be released from it if we hold it up to the monument. Any guesses?
No, but I know how to find out the answer real quick. I'll handle holding it up. But I want you to stand by, prepared for a fight just in case. We've got no idea what we're dealing with here.
Understood. Something's happening.
All right, time for the moment of truth.
So is this like the Midnight Channel? Okay, I guess we can move further along in the,
What?
A girl?
Tita?
Huh? What was that like? Isn't she the girl from the professor's photograph? Huh? Kevin? You are Kevin, aren't you? I'm not seeing things? What are you doing here?
Where do I even start? But yeah, it's the real deal. Good to see you again, Tita. Looks like you've grown a little taller.
You noticed? Hee. I'm happy to see you again, too. What brings you back to Library? Is this girl a friend of yours? Wait. I was in the house with Dad getting dinner ready because Argent was coming over. Then all of a sudden everything went right and then... Where am I? This looks nothing like a house. Am I dreaming? Is this all a dream? Alright, I should pinch myself to check.
Yep, this is the Tita everyone knows and loves, all right.
She's adorable.
God.
So that's what happened. This is all because of that artifact Mom pulled out of the lake?
Honestly, we can't even be sure right now. Especially as if we assume that's the case. How did you end up here if you were all the way over in Zeiss? It makes no sense.
You're right. It sounds as though you two were fairly close to one another when you were sent here, but Gralsritter and Zeiss are really far apart. Based on your account, however, we were all surrounded by that light at roughly the same time. That's more of a coincidence. That's more than a coincidence in my eyes. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, whoops! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Tita Russell. I'm an apprentice at Zeiss Central Factory. I'm Ries Argent, a sister of the Sepian Church. I've heard a lot about you from Kevin and your mother. Oh, you've met Mom? I have. She showed me a photograph of you, too. And now that I've met you in person, I can see why she boasts about you so much. Was she doing that? Oh, Mom. She didn't say or do anything inappropriate to you, did she? She tends to lose control of herself when it comes to people as cute as you. Lose control how? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude by calling you cute or anything. It's just that you're kind of quiet and really pretty, but you've got this really unique aura about you. Unique?
Haha! You're every bit as sharp as your mother. The goddess doesn't make him more unique than Ries.
Oh, please. Anyway, what are you two planning on doing now? Are you going to keep looking for a way out of here?
That's the plan, yeah. Not that we've made so much as a dent of progress on that front so far. We barely started exploring when we found you.
Oh, I see. If you don't mind, then, please let me help you look. I won't get in the way, I promise. Getting in the way wouldn't be the issue here.
That's a tough one. My gut tells me you're better off staying here, to be honest. You've proven yourself to be made of sturdy stuff, but like I said before, this place is just one big and very dangerous mystery.
If that's true, then who's to say I'd be safe staying here on my own? If I'm going to be in danger, I'd rather go with you, and at least try to help out.
Fair point, I guess. You're every bit as spunky as Estelle, too, you know.
Hehe. You can't be serious, Kevin.
Trust me, she's a lot tougher than she looks. She went on the library arc and came back down in one piece. Plus, she survived Idios knows how many sketchy fights beforehand. Don't be so quick to judge her just because of her age.
But still, please, I really want to help. I really want to help. I'll do everything I can to make sure I don't cause you any problems. Really. All right, if you're sure. You mean it? You seem to understand the consequences of your actions and what it means to worry others. And as long as that's the case, I've got no reason to say no. Still, please do be careful. Thank you, I will.
Yeah, seriously? If anything were to happen to you on your... If anything were to happen to you on my watch, I'm sure my death at Erica's hands would be a slow and painful one.
I swear, I won't let that happen.
Deal. All right, let's get back to work. Once Tita's equipment is set up, it's back to exploring we go.
Understood. Right.
Oh, cool. Okay. Can live with most of that, I guess. Aw, I like that. Okay, so let's see. How much merit do we have? Do we have enough to buy anything? Okay, looks like we do. Oh, no, I don't want 2 weapons. That's stupid. Enhanced denim. Okay, I can't afford any of that. Or any of this. Let's take a look at your ornaments. Okay, so all quartz okay. Alright, well, we're going to hook you up with some water, with some, Oh, do I have 3 of... I have 3 of those? Hold on a second. Where the hell's the 3rd one, then? Oh, she already had... Okay. Alright, nope. That's understandable. Okay, attack as well. Alright, let's get some wind in here as well. Okay, so we'll just go with impede and defense. And EP cut. Defense, impede, and hit. Okay, good. Man, I was not expecting to get Tita back so early. But hey, I'll take it, you know? Bam!
Not bad.
Whoa, Tita's already at 92? Okay, cool. I'll take it. Okay, wrong way. We don't really need to grind much here, so we're just going to ignore these guys. Oh, come on. I honestly thought they were gonna record some new dialogue for her. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be the case, but I did actually believe it.
Wasn't this path blocked before?
Sure was. What's going on?
Is something wrong? The last time we passed by here, this path was blocked by some kind of barrier. But as you can see, it's nowhere to be seen now. Really? I wonder what could have caused that.
Well, if we think about what's changed since we when we last passed here and now, maybe it was releasing Tita from that stone that caused it to disappear. I mean, we haven't done anything else.
Oh, I see. Still, that could actually be it.
Huh? You think?
Think about it. The stone with me inside was near here too, right? Maybe that was more than a coincidence. This could be among one of the many rules that govern this place that we just haven't figured out yet.
Rules?
I think I get what you're trying to say. So in this case, we wouldn't have been able to advance any further if we hadn't released you from that stone. That's right. I can't be sure, but I do have a good feeling about it.
And a good feeling is good enough for me right now. We still don't have a clue who's responsible for the situation we're in, but it all feels very deliberately set up.
Which is all the reason we'll need to be careful, I suppose.
Oh no. No. Okay, well, shit, I kind of wanted more people to kill there, but whatever.
Not bad.
What the fuck? What happened? What the fuck was that? What the fuck just happened? Okay, so, no treasure. The fuck was that? I wanted experience points, not whatever the fuck that was supposed to be. Hey.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Huh? What's this?
A shining door with a moon on it? Welcome. Bring to me the girl skilled in orbital engineering. Only then shall the door open. Whoa! I could hear a voice talking right inside my mind.
It looks like this door's got a will of its own, like the tree, spring, and monument back at the garden. There'll come a day when I get used to all these funky talking objects, I'm sure.
I can only think of one person who might fit the door's description. You think it means me? Most likely.
It's a pretty terrible riddle. It's sure not me or Ries. Hey, door, it's her you mean, right?
Indeed. She is the one I seek.
Only she may enter. If she fears not the trial within, she should step forth through the door.
Trial?
Maybe it wants to test your strength to see if you're worthy of something. And apparently we can't even go inside to back you up in it.
That's ludicrous. I propose we disregard this door and move on.
Fate! I'm going to go inside. But, Tita,
Hold on just a sec. There's no way.
I feel like this might be another one of those rules I was talking about earlier. Besides, we've got so little to work with as we try to get out of here. We need all the clues and help we can get. If it seems like it'll be too dangerous, I'll come right back out, I promise. Well...
All right, we're counting on you. But like you said, if it seems too dangerous, come right back out. Don't expose yourself to any more danger than you need to.
Do be careful. I will.
I think I remember hearing about that. Yeah, Moon Chamber. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is another one of the game's unique gimmicks. This is already really cool, honestly.
Wow, this room is so pretty. I wonder how it's made up, though. Uh-oh.
Overcome the trial before you. Then I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh. Boss fight, huh? Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so they're all equally weak to... Let's see, so... The fuck is this, like a dice roll or something? Oh hey, the satellite beam. I only got to use this like once. I only got to use this once in the last game. Ah, cool. Oh, okay. Alright, weird, but okay. Come on. Damn it. Okay, interesting decision. Gotcha. Well, that was easy enough. And hello, level 93. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, hey, it's it's Tita's mom and dad, I guess. Approaching location. 320, 310, 300. Target in sight. Commencing operation. Coordinate adjustment complete. Activating boosters. It's going to be her parents returning home, isn't it?
Huh? What's that sound?
You know, it's clearly her parents. Like, very obviously.
What? Um, do I know you? Uh-oh.
We really missed you, Tita.
Huh? Oh my. Don't tell me you forgot the sound of our voices while we were away. Oh! Mom! Dad! That's our girl.
Sorry for surprising you. We just wanted to have a little fun.
I was scared stiff. Just flying in all of a sudden like that and walking up to me without saying a word. Plus you had those goggles on, so I couldn't tell who you were. You could have told me you were planning on coming back. Mom? Are you okay? Why are you so quiet? Tita?
Oh, God.
Why are you so cute? Oh, Idios, thank you for gracing our unworthy world with this miracle of a child. I'm never going to let you go again. Mom, you're starting to hurt me. Ah, giving birth to this bundle of sugar was the best thing we ever did. How did I manage all this time without her? I'm so happy to finally be back.
I can tell. I'd kinda like the chance to greet her too, though.
Oh, sure. Knock yourself out. I suppose you do have the right and all.
Hey, Tita. Looks like you've grown a bit while we were away.
I sure have. I've missed you both so much. Ah, everything you do just melts my heart. Let me hug you again. Come here. Mom, please.
Okay, so it's like so it's like side stories. I love this.
Erica, I think that should probably wait until you've changed. That maintenance uniform is full of sensors, as you know.
Oh yeah, slip to my mind. In that case, shall we take care of business first then? Where is the red-haired man I've heard so much about? Are you talking about Agate? That's the one. I was so hoping I'd be able to meet him. Now, where is he? He's actually in Boz at the moment. Mom, you're acting kind of weird all of a sudden. But talk about lousy timing. Not that I'd be happy if he were here, given that would indicate him being in close proximity to my angel. Again?
Well, it's okay. We can always go meet him over in Boz next month if it comes to it. I'd like to meet him too.
True enough. Word has it, a lot has been happening here in our absence. I'll bet we have a lot to thank him for. We'll have to go and give him a thank you that he'll never forget. I'll have to go with you and introduce you to him then. His house is real nice too. It's pretty small, but it's all warm and cozy. Warm and cozy.
You've been to his house?
Gah!
Now, calm down, Erica. Tita, try not to provoke your mother too much, alright?
Was I... Agate! Agate! You are going to pay dearly for corrupting my darling daughter.
Oh, God.
Are my eyes playing tricks on me?
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Always a pleasure, Albert. His name is Albert, too? Are you kidding me? I gave him the fucking Wily voice, and he's Albert Russell. Are you kidding me? Come on. That's too on the nose, even for me. Sorry for not giving you a heads up on our return. Oh, nonsense. Don't you worry about that. What are those things, if I might ask? They look like a vehicle with boosters attached, but...
They're called landing crafts and they were developed by yours truly. Most of the places we go to don't have the space to land an airship or any kind of landing port, and there's not much point in an airship if you can't land it, is there? Which is where these two beauties come in. Anyway, long time no see, Albert. It's a small comfort knowing you haven't kicked the bucket yet. I mean, how could I have been able to gloat if you were already 6 Arge under?
You really think a pathetic contraption like that is good enough to beat me? You must have forgotten who I am when you were out and about. One close look and the cracks start to show. Just look at them. I doubt they even manage 5 minutes. A fat load of goods they'll be for anything other than trying to show off to me. They won't be getting any real world use anytime soon.
How wrong you are! I'll have you know that we came all the way from the border of Calvard on these.
From Calvard?
Oh, did that catch your attention? I'll give you that the craft's flight time is somewhat limited. But that's an issue where I can find an easy workaround. By firing them from an orbital catapult attached to an airship, they can fly a distance of roughly 120 Selga. After modifying the orbital circuits, we were able to record an operation time of 382.2 seconds, too.
120 Selga? 382.2 seconds?
Ha ha ha! Surprised? That stupid look on your face says it all. Not to worry, I'll give you as much time as you need for that shriveled old brain of yours to comprehend my brilliance.
Brilliance? Bah! Don't make me laugh. You're talking to the man who developed the Capel. These are child's play by comparison. I don't even need to know how to ask how you made them. I could probably develop a better version in my sleep.
Say that again, you stubborn old fart!
Grr.
Here they go again. Will you two please stop fighting? Please? Oh, and I read those files you sent me. You've got some nerve showing your face to me after exposing my daughter to so much danger. To say nothing of letting vermin like that ever near here.
Oh, get over yourself. I'm getting lectured on looking after people from the mother who ditched her daughter to wander the continent, am I? How about you look in the mirror before you go criticizing others, huh?
Oh, she's clearly his daughter. Like, clearly.
Dad, can't you stop them?
It'll be fine. Let them have their fun. They're secretly happy to see one another again, I'm sure.
But we're taking up a lot of space in the middle of the town here. How are people going to get past us?
Yeah, that's a good point. We can't leave these two landing crafts out here forever. I guess we're just going to have to drag our quarreling father and daughter back home. Yep, no, I knew it. Mind giving me a hand, Tita?
Sure thing.
God. Oh, God! That's incredible. Oh, man, I love it. Oh, and it's still going.
There's nothing quite like home. Can I get some coffee, Dan?
One coffee with plenty of milk and 3 sugars coming up.
Oh, let me help too.
I see you haven't mended your heathen ways. When are you going to grow up enough to understand that coffee is best taken black?
And when are you going to understand that there's nothing worse than And when are you going to understand that there's nothing worse than an old cadger too set in his ways to appreciate another's tastes?
I'm just telling it like it is. Adding milk alone completely ruins it. And then you go and plop 3 sugars in? You can't even call that coffee anymore. Oh, poor coffee. What did you ever do to be blasphemed so?
Here's your order, Erica. Don't let it get too cold now. Bah, we'll have to settle this dispute another time.
Well, time to drink up.
Wow, they got the wrong orders. Oh.
Anyway, where are my souvenirs, Albert?
Souvenirs? Why would I have any of those for you? You're the one who's been busy slacking off abroad.
Forget traveling abroad. You were the one who got to ride on the Asa with Captain Schwartz. You're telling me you had a chance like that and didn't get me a photograph? Or her handkerchief? Or even a button off her uniform?
Jesus Christ, Erica, you're scaring me.
Why do you want a button off her uniform?
Your mother's been a huge fan of her since the Captain's Academy days.
I swear, if you have the time to think about such worthless nonsense, how about using it to look over an academic report or two? It's no wonder all your inventions are half-rate.
Did you just use the words useless nonsense in reference to Captain Schwartz? Did you dare to insult her?
Oh, nothing of the sort. I had plenty of chances to share a few cups of tea with her on board the Argyle. She's a fine woman, if you ask me. She'll go far.
Oh, now you've done it! If you're not going to shut that insolent mouth of yours, I'm going to do it for you.
What's that? Is someone jealous?
Oh, God.
Will you two please stop fighting the second you start a conversation?
Oh, God. This is so cool. Tita, what is it?
Oh, it's just that I finally realized it's kind of nice to see them fighting like this after all. Makes it feel like Mom's really home, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, how would you like to do some shopping? I'll handle making dinner tonight, so I'll need to grab a few things.
Huh? Really? That sounds great. Haven't tasted your cooking in ages.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to have it a lot more from here on.
Neither of us are planning to head out for work anytime soon, so I'll be taking over cooking duties for a while.
Oh, I'd love to go shopping with you then.
Great! Okay. That day's dinner was a real feast. And for the first time in quite a while, Tita was able to experience the joy of dining happily with her family. After dinner, you can clean up. You can leave the rest to me now, Tita. You must be tired. Go on to bed.
I'm fine, honestly. I'm not doing any more than I usually do. I bet you're even more tired than I am, Dad. You rushed through all the work you had to get back here as soon as possible, didn't you?
Well, you've gotten pretty sharp, huh?
Well, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 13 now.
What in idiot's name?
Sorry, what an odious name? Oh, wait, no, that's the right one.
What part of your daft brain thought you should start making this?
It's why we came back here to begin with. ZCF is the only place around that will allow me to do so. That's what I believe, anyway.
Maybe so, but still.
What are you guys arguing about? Oh, are you still awake? It's past midnight, you know. You should go and get some rest. What are those? Some kind of blueprints? Can I see, please?
No, she's gonna stop her.
You didn't get out of the bath that long ago. You're going to catch a cold hanging around in here. You should be getting ready for bed. Aw, but I want to see those blueprints. Whatever's on them looks really complicated. That's an orbital engine on the hand side, right? It looks like a compact one, too. Oh, I know. Is it a new kind of airship? Come on, Mom. I really wanna see. Oh boy, look at you getting all fired up. You just can't help yourself when it comes to machinery, can you? That's not fair.
Alright, I've finished cleaning up now. Shall we get to work?
Oh, perfect timing. Get our angel to bed, will you?
Sure, it is past her bedtime.
What?
Oh god, she's 13 and she has a bedtime. Let's go, Tita.
Let me have a quick look, please. I can go to bed right after that. I can't work out why our converter's torque is so low and it's bugging me.
It looks like her obsession's grown by monstrous proportions since we've been away. Be that as it may, it's still past your bedtime.
But...
God. He didn't even push her out of the room.
Okay, let's start with this unit here.
Even at a glance, I can tell it's not going to be easy to make. We're best off starting by running a simulation on it with the propeller before actually attempting to make the blasted thing.
Nothing comes to mind that would be strong enough to build the frame out of either. I say we should consider looking into a new one. Oh, they're treating her like a...
I wonder what they're talking about. It all sounds so exciting. Maybe I can scooch closer without them noticing?
Like, she didn't even leave. You didn't even, like, actually kick her out.
Tita?
Aw, I shouldn't have pushed my luck.
God.
Seriously now, go to bed.
But...
If you're that curious, I can tell you tomorrow. But right now, you need sleep. How does that sound? Good enough?
But... That's a promise, okay? A promise!
Yes, I promise. Oh, God. And is this when she gets, like, frozen? Or like, sent to the...
I'm not going to let you forget that you promised. No go making whatever it is without me.
I know, we won't. I promise in the name of the goddess above that I'll tell you tomorrow, and that we won't make it without you. Anyway, good night, Tita.
Okay. Good night.
I like that. They animated the blanket. She takes after her mother in every way.
Well, that about wraps it up.
This is amazing. Ouroboros' technology is even more impressive than I could have dreamed.
That's a fine understatement. The technological level's far beyond that of ours. That's true for virtually everything we've seen of theirs, too. The archaisms, the gospels, the glorious. I'm not entirely without ideas on how they have all of it, though. Why the sudden questions, anyway? I've already sent you the info I had on them before. The thing is, we didn't actually learn of them through the information you sent. We knew of them before that. You did? We haven't actually encountered them or any of their members exactly, but they've been expanding their influence across the continent for a while now through Jaegers and certain wealthy individuals. We can confirm as much beyond a shadow of a doubt based on our travels.
That's why we came back here. We never imagined they'd be so bold as to try anything in Liberal, or we would have come back earlier. But they're not getting any more of a head start on us. We need to finish this, and we need to do it as soon as possible.
Jesus Christ, this segment is still going somehow. The railroading has gotten even worse, apparently. I kind of like the long hair look.
I wasn't planning to sleep in that long. Morning, Grandpa.
Morning, Tita.
Ooh, excuse me. Ooh.
Huh? Dad? Oh, yeah. I forgot that you and Mom were back.
We sure are. Looks like you had a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Sorry. I feel bad for forgetting all about it. Oh, hey. You said you'd tell me what you were up to yesterday. You said you'd tell me what you were up to today.
Yep, that still is the plan. You might be better off hearing it from your mother and grandfather, though.
Huh? Why?
They were up discussing the issue all night. They both headed out to the center factory first thing this morning, so they should be there as we speak.
Thanks. Off I go then.
Tita? You might want to have breakfast first.
Whoops. I forgot that too. I haven't washed my face or combed my hair either.
Alright, take care of that first, then let's get some food in you. I promise it'll be warm when you finish up.
Thanks, Dad.
Like, I like the world.
All right, I'm off.
Take care. Don't go trying to run over to ZCF so fast you trip or something.
I won't. Hehe. It's so great to have them back home. And now it's off to the factory.
So like, we're gonna see her get, like, spirited away. Okay, it's still going! How is this even possible?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Murdoch.
Oh, it's you, Tita. Good morning.
You wouldn't happen to know where Mom and Grandpa are, would you? Dad said they came here early this morning.
Oh, they did. I know that very well indeed. I know that very well indeed. Erica came charging in with a look on her face that signaled all hell was about to break loose. All the while she was shouting, "We've got a new invention to make, so we need somewhere really, really big. Hop to it." She wouldn't take no for an answer either.
I'm so sorry about her. She causes you so much trouble every time she decides she wants to invent something new. At least she's better than Grandpa. Maybe. She doesn't scare the daylights out of you by suddenly yelling fire in the hole right before an unexpected explosion.
If only I could wipe that from my memory. In any case, your mother should be up in the operations room. And I've got no idea what she's planning, but she said she had something she wanted to look into using the compel. As for your grandfather, he's in the design room, in a very good mood. I can't believe the two of them are working together on something. This can't end well. But please, goddess, please don't let them break anything. Ugh, my stomach hurts. God. He's shivering. He can't even, like, walk more than a few steps without just like cringing.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first time they have worked on the same thing together. Usually they're competing over who can make the best invention, not joining forces on fun. Grandpa's amazing on his own, but Mom's just as capable an engineer too, even if she is kind of scary when she gets into her work. If the two of them are actually going to put their heads together on something, I can't wait to see the result. I want to go see right away.
Like, I keep expecting an end to this, but it's just not happening.
So, this is
what we're up against. It looks like it's not even performing at 10% of its true capabilities either. These are some downright terrifying specs. Mom! Wait, on the world? Isn't that Data and Petameter? Hi there, Tita. You came at just the right time. You've seen this robot in person, right? Well, yeah, but why do you ask? What was it like in person? Tell me everything you know. Well, it was really big, but other than that, I couldn't tell much just from looking at it. Oh, right. I suppose you wouldn't be able to. It's an awful lot taller than you, after all. Mom? What are you looking at Petameter's data for, anyway? I thought you were here to work on some new invention. Wait, you're not...
That we are. The two of us are ready to start work at any time.
All right, then. Then it's time to get right to work on our task, making an archaism capable of competing against our buddy Petameter. Let the Obergear project begin! What?
Wait, really?
Why? Why do I feel like this? Usually when I hear about something new being invented, I get all excited. I get so caught up in what's happening that I tune out from the world around me and focus on helping Grandpa. But today, I just feel a little bit sad.
Oh.
This doesn't feel right.
Is she gonna delete the data?
Renee.
Is she gonna delete the data? Oh my god, she's deleting the data, I think.
How is this still going? What are these fires here for, Erica? They look completely unnecessary to me.
They're to deal with noise. This design requires a very high degree of precision, so it was a necessary addition. Mom? So the overpressure changes get absorbed into here?
I see.
Mom? Oh, Tita, what are you doing here? Well, I was wondering if, there was anything I could do to help. I want to do something for Renee too. I'm just not sure what I can actually do. What you can do? Well, if you want to help me out, there is one thing you could do for me.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
There is one thing you could do for me. It's an annoying job, but if you're up to it for it, an annoying job? Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. It's nothing that important, really, but I appreciate it all the same. I need you to go talk to Murdoch and get him to sort out the paperwork for our return to Liberal. The way we returned home was kind of, borderline illegal, so no official paperwork's been filed or anything. I'm cool with it, but Dan's brought it up a few times, so it'd be good if someone could get it taken care of. So, thanks! Okay. This wasn't what I had in mind when I said I wanted to help. Oh well, I guess I am still helping her by doing this. I'll just have to get it sorted out quickly so I can get back and help with the real work.
Yeah, that's not happening, Tita. She doesn't see you as a potential scientist. She sees you as her cute little daughter, I'm afraid. Oh no, I'm beginning to understand why people are saying that this is darker than the first two games. Because I feel like we're gonna go places now.
Found you, Mr. Murdoch! Mr. Murdoch?
Oh, ideals above, but please protect us all. Hello again, Tita. Can I help you with something? Wait. You aren't here to tell me that the experiment was a failure and the building is now full of poisonous gases, are you? Or that there was a giant explosion and half of it was destroyed? Or...
I'm so sorry. I really can't apologize enough for all the stress Mom and Grandpa cause you. Nothing like that's happened yet, though, so don't worry.
Really? Whew, that's a relief. Maybe that's a sign my prayers reached the goddess after all. Perhaps I should say my prayers for tomorrow while I'm here, too, then.
That said, I do have a little favor to ask of you.
What kind of favor?
Tita passed on what her mother had told her and asked if Murdoch could sort out the necessary paperwork. They arrived by air, did they? I can only imagine how surprised you must have been. They entered the country illegally?
It sounds that way.
Oh no, I need to go and sort that out right away. Could you stay and pray to Idios in my place, Tita? Please, just pray that nothing gets destroyed because of that new invention of theirs, and it all goes to plan.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. God. They entered the country illegally?
Phew. Please keep Mom and Grandpa from doing anything too reckless. I wish I knew what I could do too, though. I'm not strong like Estelle. I couldn't say anything to Renee like she did. I know. I'll get them to let me help with the Orbital Gear's development. If it really does end up having the same amount of power as Peter Mater, maybe then I'll finally be able to have a proper conversation with her. Time to go and ask.
Oh my god, this is still... How is this still going? This tool here is brand new. It can cut with 10 times more precision than the previous model.
But I had no idea you had something like this here now. I think I might have to go over the designs again. Oh, Mom! Here you are. Welcome back, Tita. Did you manage to do what I asked?
Oh god, that's...
Yep, Mr. Murdoch said he'll take care of the paperwork right away. He's probably working on it right now. But now that I've done that, Mom, I want to be part of the Orbital Gear's development team too.
Oh shit.
You? Yeah, I didn't write this in any of my letters, but I ended up spending some time with Renee when she was in Liberal. And even if she's a member of the society, she's also my friend. Renee? Now, where have I heard that before? Oh, wasn't she the girl Peter Mater belongs to?
Erica, if I might be permitted to say my piece here.
Say your piece? Mom, what are you...
You better have a damn good explanation for this one, Albert. My daughter ended up making friends with a member of Ouroboros? Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? This wasn't in any of what you sent me. Well, it was kind of hard to say. Don't you give me that! As if you haven't already exposed her to enough danger to make me want to strangle you, and now I'm hearing this? Just what have you been doing with my daughter while I've been away?
Mom, I'm serious. I want to be involved in the Orbital Gear's development. I'm completely powerless on my own, but I still want to find some way to talk to her. And the Orbital Gear's going to be able to fight on equal terms with Peter Mater, right? Then I want to be involved, because I want the kind of powers that Estelle has.
Oh, that's not good.
Tita?
Oh god.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not considering using the Orbital Gear to fight Peter Mater yourself, are you? What? That wasn't what I meant. I want to make very sure of this. Do you understand just what we're making here? Well, I only got a quick look at the blueprints, but it looked like a bipedal. That's not what I meant. The Orbital Gear is a weapon. No matter how you try to dress that fact up, that's the reality. It's a tool designed to be used by people to hurt other people. But you're not making it because you want to hurt people, are you? Even the patrol airships used by the army are made to protect the country, not to hurt people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the developer of any new weapon thinks. We're not the ones actually going out and using the things we make. The devices we pour our hearts into making go on to cause unspeakable suffering to people, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Holy shit, they're all Albert Einstein. Have you ever stopped to think about that? And after having it pointed out to you, can you still say that you want power? Well, we're doing what we're doing, fully aware of what the potential consequences may be down the line. But can you? You know how much I love you, Tita, and I understand that you care deeply about your friend. I do. But that's all the more reason why I can't permit you to take part in this. Can you understand where I'm coming from? But I'm not taking this lightly either, you know!
I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tita's been thinking a lot. I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tita's been thinking about this a lot herself, especially after all she went through. Why not show her a little more respect?
I'm sure she has, but that doesn't mean I can let her be involved in developing a weapon. We researchers don't get a say in how our inventions end up being used down the line. That's just our fate. That's what we have to expect. That's what we have to accept when we're doing our jobs.
That we do.
I know where she's coming from, but I absolutely can't let her be a part of this. She doesn't need to be shouldering this kind of burden, not at her age.
Okay. So, like... Jesus Christ. A memory fragment?
I know all of what Mom's saying is true. I know, really I do. But then what am I supposed to do? Just sit around helplessly? I know. I'll go and see what Dad thinks. Maybe he'll actually listen to me.
Tita inserted a card into a slot in the elevator panel. Wait, her dad is like... Wait! Holy shit. Her dad is a himbo. Why the fuck did he have to go to a foreign country? Because Erica needed her man meat? Well, shucks.
Dad!
Tita? Sorry, hold on a minute. I'll be right over. Really? So she wouldn't give you permission to join, then?
Nope. I understand what Mom's saying. I really do. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything.
Well, unlike your grandfather, your mother has very clear reasons for what she does. She's an engineer with specific goals and ideals over ones driven by emotion or curiosity. That's especially true for this project, given that the future of Liberal's national defense may end up hinging on it. It was never going to be easy to win her over in an argument about this, I'm afraid.
That doesn't change the fact that I want to confront Renee, though. Maybe what I'm saying is childish. I don't know. But it's what I really feel, and I'm not budging.
Those are some bold words, Tita. I don't think I've ever seen her look so serious about anything before. But even if they're bold, I don't think they're childish. At the same time, I don't think it has anything to do with whether you should be involved in developing the Obergear either. Having it isn't going to make confronting her any easier. Tita, confronting someone head-on about something is a very difficult thing to do. Probably more difficult than you realize. You're certainly kind, but that's not always going to be enough to change someone's mind about something once it's made up.
I know. Maybe I'm never going to be able to talk to her like I want to in the end. Am I doomed to never do anything for her?
You backed down when you were arguing with your mother earlier, right? That says to me that the convictions she has are stronger than yours. You already know that it's not going to be easy to talk to Renee. If you want to succeed, you'll need a stronger spirit than you've got now. Otherwise, you won't be able to really tell each other how you really feel. You'll just back down first.
That reminds me of something Agate said once, actually. He said, fighting's all about guts.
Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about, no. I really am starting to worry about this Agate fellow. I think resolve is a more appropriate word here than guts. You'll need to have the resolve to express all of your honest feelings to her. Plus, you need to accept hers in return. No doubt it'll be a lot easier said than done, too.
Well, I know she's from the society and that Petermate is too strong for me to compete against as I am. Especially because I don't have the kind of power Estelle does. I'm not even confident she'll want to listen to what I have to say. And even if she does, that it'll have any effect on her. But I can't just leave her and do nothing. I can't. Listen, she was part of Ouroboros and she did some pretty bad things, sure. But that's not all there is. I spent some time with her. I went shopping with her. I sat and talked with her. So I know that's true. Deep down, she's actually a sweet girl. I'm sure she wasn't faking it either. It's who she really is. She's not some kind of inhuman monster. She's an ordinary girl who's like an excited little kid when we found a cute pendant in a shop. And when I tripped and fell, she doesn't hesitate to hold out her hand to me. She's a good person, and I still think of her as my friend even now. But after that, she went away from me. Ever since then, her and Petermate have always been out of my reach, physically and emotionally. Maybe the Obergirl will give me a chance to change that. If I have that, I might be able to see a little bit of the world that she does. Maybe she'll even be willing to open her heart, even a little, and tell me how she really feels, all while listening to my feelings too. That's why I want to be involved in making it, and I won't take no for an answer.
I'm so proud of how much you've grown. What do you say about all this, Erica?
What? Mom? How long have you been listening in on us? Not long. I only overheard the last part of your conversation.
She's gonna like smack her, isn't she?
Can I ask you something, Tita? Of course. What? If you finally get to talk to this Renee girl again, and it turns out she doesn't see you as a friend, what are you going to do? Exactly the same thing. I'll do exactly the same as I would otherwise, because I've already made up my mind that I want her to be a part of my life, even if she doesn't want me to be a part of hers. I might not be able to chase her around and try to convince her to come back to us like Estelle can, but I can still try to get to know more about her and Petermate, and I can make a stronger connection with her to the Obergir. There's nothing stopping me doing any of those things, right? Whatever makes it so I can be a part of her life, I want to do it, even if it's small, because that's what friends do. That's how I really feel. I see. Well, I can't help but feel like you're being a little naive, but you got me. I'll accept all you've said as a sufficient reason for participating in the Obergir project. Really? Really? Now what are you two waiting for? We've got work to do. Done, I've redone the blueprint, so I need you to go over them. Tita, we're going to start making the quartz prototypes. So I can be part of the development? You promise? We'll see how long that happy face of yours lasts. Now that you're on the team, I'm going to be working you to the bone. I hope you're ready. Yeah. Bring it on.
Good. Are you ready to get started?
There's gonna be like 2 more hours of this. Thanks to her efforts, Tita was finally allowed to participate in the Obergir's development. The familiar central factory was filled with a new sense of tension as it became the building ground for the new invention. Tita was able to work as a full-fledged engineer equal to the adults around her for the first time. She was also treated no differently than anyone else, meaning that Erica's demands were constant and relentless. But that was a source of true happiness for Tita. Finally, 2 weeks later— It's never ending! What the fuck?! This is like an hour! I've been at this for like a fucking hour. I kind of like this thing, actually. Okay, that looks pretty dope, honestly.
All done. All right, time to begin our activation test.
I think we could do with... I think we could probably do with a little break. We've been working almost constantly for 3 whole days now.
How do you still have so much energy, Mom? And how do you two have so little? Pull yourselves together, people. The best part of developing something new is about to begin. That goes for you especially, Tita. Me? The seat in our prototype here is on the small side, so there's no way anyone other than you is going to be able to sit in it. So you're going to need to be part of our test until the very end. I know, but please, let me have some sleep first.
Oh god, she's just like sleeping. Smack her. Well, okay. Only because you said please. It's better than trying to do the test today when you're in this state and ending up with a bunch of mistakes being made. She's done very well, in my opinion. Not even most veteran engineers can keep up with your working pace. I'm amazed our little daughter did it on her first project.
What exactly are you implying? That I'm some kind of machine with limitless stamina? Okay, so that's the activation test penciled in on Friday the 28th. But wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yes, it is. Why do you ask? I need to start cooking then.
Oh god.
I finished running all the necessary simulations using the Capelle. It should be able to perform to roughly the intended specifications, but Tita, what's the rush?
Grandpa, I just realized tomorrow's the last Friday of the month.
Ah, yes. That's when Agit's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to start getting things ready for tomorrow's food.
Well, if you're taking requests,
Oh. Okay, so this is where it all happens.
Agate?
Oh god. Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure I follow. What's special about the last Friday of the month? Oh god.
Whoops, I forgot to tell you. This is going to be your first time meeting Agate, isn't it? You see, he comes over to visit once a month, and tomorrow's that day. So our dear friend Agate is visiting, is he? What a coincidence that he should choose the day of our test to make his arrival. He sure is a lucky man. Mom?
Well, you see, Tita, your mother,
Oh, shit!
Holy...
Dan, darling, I just had a brilliant idea. I've decided that tomorrow's tests are going to require a sacrifice. We can't just let any old person come over to our house for no good reason, right? They need to make a contribution to the family. I hope you're ready, Agate Krosner.
So let me get this straight. You're saying you want Agate to help with the test, right?
I'm not sure I'd recommend that, Erica. He's a useless dolt where technology is concerned. I can't see him being much help.
Help? Oh, I'm expecting a lot more than that from him. I'm expecting him to offer his very life in the name of science. What?
Come on now, Erica. This is no time for being silly. I'm not opposed to having him help out, though. I'd like the chance to have a good long talk with him myself.
You too, Dad? Well, it's settled. Today's going to be a good day. A very, very good day. Is it just me? Or does I seem to have Agate all wrong?
They think he's banging you. Like, outright. Side story. Orbital Gear Project Part 1. Finished. That was so fucking... Receive Long Barrel EX. Receive 30,000 Mira. Jesus Christ almighty. Let me save.
Thank Idios, you're all right.
Are you feeling okay? You look quite tired. I'm fine. I did have to fight some crazy enemies, but I managed to pull through.
That's good. So what happened in there?
Well,
Tita explained everything that happened on the other side of the door.
I see.
Yep, sounds like this is another one of our rules, all right. In other words, first you need to meet some conditions to get the door to open. After that, you fight your way through a battle or trial. Win, and you get to see some kind of memory fragment and walk away with Mira as a bonus. That sum things up?
Yeah, that's how it was for me. The memory fragment didn't feel like it was quite finished, though. There seemed to be more that I didn't get to see.
Maybe there's more than one pattern to these doors, then. Either way, every time we find one, we should probably note its location and conditions down.
Indeed.
About memory doors. Memory doors are located throughout the game and will allow you to see various optional scenes. In all, there are 3 types of doors. Moon doors contain lengthy stories. Star doors contain short side stories. Sun doors contain minigames. In order to open a door, you will need to fulfill one or multiple conditions. Furthermore, some doors will require certain characters to win a battle in order to view the contents inside. After viewing the contents of a door for the first time, you'll earn Mira, and depending on your choices or actions, potentially even bonuses such as items. All this information is automatically recorded in the notebook and can be reviewed at any time. Finally, you can also warp to any door you have discovered using the cube. Okay, well, we're gonna do like one last thing here then, in that case. Okay, so I kind of just want to check like one thing. Okay, bring me to the girl and only then. Okay, cool. So, all right. Actually, I just want to see how that works, honestly. Okay, it works exactly how I thought it was going to. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay. So, we are going to call it here for a night because, Jesus Christ, that was a long-ass side story. Like, seriously. Seriously, that was like fucking long as hell. That was like an hour alone, honestly, on the side story. So, this has been Back the Log Off. Let's go back to the title screen. Okay, so this has been Back the Log Off. I've been Professor Icepick, signing off, and I'll see you next time, I guess.